Sensitive content warning. I'm afraid the contents of this video may upset some viewers. I am slightly taking the mick out of PlayStation fans. For all your thrashing and whining about it, I am truly sorry, but it turns out Starfield, an Xbox console exclusive, is indeed very, very popular, and according to reviewers who don't know what an NDA means, is apparently quite good. It's a top-selling title on Steam, even though you can play it for no additional cost for the price of a Game Pass subscription. And even more impressively, it has been a top seller on Steam the whole entire time you've been able to pre-order it, and the game isn't even out yet. And the evidence is mounting. It's what we would call a system seller. It might just be to the Xbox Series X and S what Halo 3 was to the Xbox 360, and boy oh boy, does the Xbox Series need something like that, doesn't it? I mean, what else is selling that console? The thing is, I've been discovering people are legitimately buying brand new Xbox Series X's or S's. Even PlayStation loyalists have decided to buy a brand new console, or indeed upgrade their GPU or CPU in their PCs, or buying whole entire new gaming PCs just to play Starfield. That is the purpose of that purchase, the only intent of that purchase. I mean, of course, you'll be able to play other stuff on it, but the reason they're doing it now is because they really feel a need to be playing Starfield. Hello again, I am Blunty, and if you've been around here, you will know, while I occasionally like to poke the wasp's nest of console fanboys because it is frankly quite funny, at least when it's not dystopianly depressing, to see these people lose their damn minds over someone having a slightly different preference to them when it comes to an electronic entertainment product. In reality, I really didn't have much patience for the so-called console war crap. I own all the consoles because, well, as a content creator, I have a really good excuse to own them all. And I personally have always thought platform-exclusive games, especially from third-party developers who take cash in return for excluding certain gamers, Final Fantasy, are festeringly little cancerous tumors within the gaming industry, and for up to me, they'd be flooded with metaphorical chemotherapy chemicals to wipe them out. All of them. That said, this is YouTube, and I'm sure I've titled this video something provocative, probably targeting especially fragile PlayStation fans who think their self-worth is somehow tied to Sony's lump of plastic and how well it is regarded and how well it is selling. That says something about them as people, apparently. It seems crazy to me, but to that end, they should feel pretty good, really. The PlayStation 5 is selling really very well. After its very troubled start, here in 2023, it's selling better than ever, having just sailed past 40 million units sold as of July, and Microsoft's own attorneys recently admitted in court, on the record, that the PS5 is significantly outselling the Xbox Series X and S consoles during recent hearings surrounding Microsoft's intended purchase of Activision Blizzard. And indeed, it seems like the PS5 is outselling current Xbox consoles by something close to 2-to-1, based on reports we've had recently that Xbox Series X and S have sold into the hands of over 21 million gamers. And if you're really super good at math, you'll know that 21 is, well, it's a little bit over than half of the 40 million we're talking about with the PlayStation thing, right? But with this, we of course also have to acknowledge that Microsoft don't actually care. You see, Microsoft also de facto own the PC gaming platform space thing too, and with Windows being ever more carefully tied into Xbox and being careful to shove the Xbox app into your face at every opportunity, with the Xbox app, the Xbox Game Bar, and PC Game Pass, and all that kind of stuff, in addition to the extra value they're putting on there, including Play Anywhere titles that you can pay for once and play on PC and Xbox, and have your progress and saves transfer seamlessly over and cross-play and all that kind of stuff. Microsoft they care a lot more about Game Pass users and pulling users into their Xbox and Windows Store shopfront ecosystems than they do actually outselling Sony's hardware on a console versus console basis. That's the lesser important thing to Microsoft and what they're doing and their approach. And quite frankly, I do like what Xbox is doing a little bit better because it does give consumers more choice. And that's where we land on Starfield for this one. I've been keeping an eye on the community vibes and whatnot around Starfield for a few months now to see what the feelings are and what people are talking about and how they're talking about it and what's up. And as we steam towards the game launch on the 6th of next month, and in barely less than 11 days for early access as I record this video, as you've been seeing on screen throughout my ramblings here, it's not even slightly difficult to find dozens upon dozens of people buying an Xbox just for Starfield, or indeed upgrading or buying a whole new PC with the goal of it being to be able to run Starfield. And these examples are all just from the tiny, fractional representative sample of users on Reddit and actively posting on the specific Starfield subreddit. There is lots more out there that I was far too lazy to scatter around and get screenshots of. This was enough to prove my point. Now, I'm pretty excited for Starfield. I quite enjoyed Fallout 4, which was the first Bethesda RPG I played in earnest and finished. Well, I say finished. As finished as any Bethesda RPG can be. I'm sure there's tons of content I didn't even notice was there because that's what Bethesda games are like. I mean, what I actually did was play the side quests and dick around for like 70 hours and then polished off the main story quest because it was time to play a new game that was coming out and I just wanted to, finish it off. And of course, I am a big sci-fi nerd, so the combination of space stuff and Bethesda's approach to world building and creating a sandbox RPG, well, it's all very, very enticing. But, eager as I am, I still never really expected Starfield to be such a big deal in actually making people want to buy whole new Xboxes or gaming PCs, spending hundreds, possibly thousands of dollars on brand new hardware just to play this game. So that kind of feels like a big deal. Speaking personally again, I am hoping to replace my own personal gaming PC in time for Starfield, but not because I felt a drastic need to, but because my gaming rig has just died on me a couple of weekends ago, so that's upsetting timing. I'm racing against the clock to find a solution for that before Starfield comes out. Good thing I also have my ROG Ally handheld PC to, get me by, and of course, my Xbox Series X. So how about you? Where are you intending to play Starfield? And have you or are you planning on buying new hardware to do it? Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting, insightful, something or other. Thank you as always to the patrons scrolling up above there. I am Blanty, and I will catch you next time.